What's up, guys? We're here at Mustang Week. It's now Tuesday. I got here, I guess it was Monday morning, about 5 in the morning, and yesterday the car didn't run really good, and I finally got to diag it, chased down some seriously clogged injectors. That wasn't helping, but more importantly, I believe the exhaust had just fallen off. It's causing the O2s to read bad, which also made it sound bad. So we've got it fixed up. Everybody's following me now. I guess we're headed down to Beaver Bar, and I'm gonna try to do a burnout or two in this thing today, so we'll see how she does. But I figure I'd take you guys on for a ride and you can at least listen to it. This thing sounds incredible. The exhaust I threw together on it was just like a real quick kind of sloppy-ish. Car's got long tube headers on it. It was originally V-banded, but whoever owned the car before welded straight to the V-bands all the way back to the tailpipes, actually. So what I ended up doing was just cutting it off right behind the V-bands, and I actually just clamped. I found a set of pipes I just had laying around. It's a 3-inch high-flow cats, 3-inch X pipe, and then I put a set of stock Coyote resonators turned down. So it's just got dumps on it. The speed bumps in our neighborhood are horrible. There's like 9 of them, and every one of them the car scrapes, and it is not even lowered. So anyways, we're gonna head on down there, and hopefully I'll get some good video of a couple of burnouts. So according to my calculations on the way down here, it would appear that the new transmission that I scooped up off a friend of mine, thanks Will, it actually has a really bad second and really bad third gear synchronizers in them. So you'll notice it grinds going into second and third. We're gonna try to be as easy as we can on this trip, but there's only so easy you're gonna be on these on this transmission as is, because it grinds so bad. As of right now, the car appears to have a 410 gear in it, so I did not account for that whenever I originally tuned it, because I didn't know it had it. I just assumed it would probably be stock. Turns out it does not appear to be stock. This is actually a pretty healthy running car. It actually runs really good. Did not expect that. The shocks are just that killed. But I look forward to fixing all this stuff as we slap new fancy parts on it as we go on. beaver bar still, and I finally got an opportunity to get this thing in for the open comp burnout. So try to get us a burnout. I'll see if I can't find somebody to get me a video on the outside. So don't know if I'll be able to get at that, but hell, at least we'll have one on the inside. Hopefully no more rust falls off this thing. Let's have some fun. Here we go.
Major question. If you are having fun, let me hear you say, hell yeah! That was my major question. Y'all crazy. Alright, let's see who we got here.
What's up, buddy?
What's your name?
Mark Burton.
Mark?
Yep. Out of Bristol, Tennessee.
Alright, we got Big Mark in the building. Alright, Mark, sit it. Alright, y'all. We're gonna walk him through. Y'all already know.
Well, she will hop pretty bad, and they wanted me to stop, even though I had it under control. Don't understand that, but whatever. Do what they say, it's their event, but win some, you lose a lot. So with that, as much as a bummer that was, that I didn't get to go a little bit further. I wanted to go a little further, but they didn't want me to, so, you know, continuing in off of that, kind of glad that I didn't go much further, because I still have to drive this thing home. So at least it prevents me from breaking it and wheel hop, although it is not fun, and it breaks a lot of stuff. I did have it under control, but I'm smelling a bunch of raw fuel right now that I wasn't smelling earlier, and I'm not sure if it's for me or somebody else. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go and take a look at this thing, and then at the end of the day, Angel and everybody else already left anyway, so we're going to go and ride the strip for a minute and go from there. Phew. So I just limped it back to the house real quick after attempting to do my burnout. They kind of shooed me off because it wheel hopped, but it was actually a blessing in disguise because it was pouring fuel out of the third injector back, which would be injector 7. So then I was like, man, what's going on? So I took it apart, and then all of a sudden injector 1 started pouring, or 5, and it's got a big chunk missing out of it, and injector 7's O-ring's cut. So those 2 O-rings right there was enough to, that was a blessing in disguise that it did wheel hop and we stopped, because if we had not, that could have been very, very bad. The hotter and hotter the engine got. I did limp it back real quick, got the fire extinguisher just in case, keep that in the car. So, especially on a fresh build like this. Alright, we're gonna sound like Paul now.
3,
Riding on a strip.
2, 1.
Look, we got a blower too. Well, I just might be the world's worst when it comes to trying to video stuff at Mustang Week, but we had problem after problem after problem. It has been one thing after another. I did get, as you've seen already, the video of Paul's dyno. Yeah, that was my transmission grinding going to second, and there it goes the third. It's toast. $300 transmission, it shows. But car's doing good. The exhaust fell off pretty much every single day except for one, and it was the one day I didn't drive it. So it was this Mustang Week was a test of trials and tribulations. All in all, I'm extremely happy with what this car did. We averaged about 16 to 18 miles a gallon. Wasn't very good. Didn't really care whether he was towing the trailer or not. It just did not do really well. The trailer is behind it though. You can't really see through my shady window tint. But she is with me, and we made it. We're pulling back into the shop now. So finally here. It's been a long drive. My head is splitting. This car is insanely loud. I haven't been able to talk or video or anything this entire time, but we finally made it. Give you a quick recap of how the Mustang week went. All in all, very happy with the car. I did have some issues. I had the fuel injector O-rings and all that stuff. I had some quirks and some issues. We had a great time. I wish that there was some stuff I could have done. I wish there's some stuff I'd have done differently. This Mustang week ended up just being, to me, not the general Mustang week that we usually would have. I don't know if it was just, I don't know. I don't really know why it went the way that I feel like it went, but I will tell you, it definitely wasn't long enough. I definitely need a longer vacation. I think everybody could vouch for that as well. Definitely need a longer vacation. We were there Sunday to Sunday. We got there Sunday. Well, technically, I got there Monday morning at 5 a.m. and then got back Sunday evening back to Bristol. We did have problems with Paul's car on the way home. The fuel pressure regulator died for reasons we don't know. It was pumping fuel through the vacuum lines into the engine, so it was causing it to run extremely rich, causing it to have all kinds of problems. We did end up having to order a new fuel pressure regulator, and that has since been put on the car. This is a couple weeks afterwards that I'm actually recording this because I've been having issues getting everything uploaded. So thank you guys for bearing with me. And I'm sorry about all that stuff, the editing and all the stuff that goes into this stuff. You don't realize just how in-depth it really is and how far it really goes. And then when you have problems with something uploading, because I do everything on my phone, it makes it even bigger issues. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely stay tuned because I have some big news for the old red 2-valve. Old Buster's, he's got some stuff going on right now. The next video that comes out, there's a bunch of stuff I bought while I was at Mustang Week for Buster in particular. We swapped over to a coilover conversion with Viking springs and strange 10-way adjustable shocks and struts on the car. And I put all that stuff on to drive home on because it was the worst riding car I've ever rode in. If you noticed earlier in like one of the first videos while I was down there, this car is extremely bouncy. Well, this ended up fixing all them issues. The only other thing left we really need to buy suspension-wise fairly quickly is I need to get a rear spring, probably from Viking to match or Team Z or something. It needs a rear spring because right now what it's got in it was stock springs that was cut, and then when I got home I put a different spring in it that doesn't belong. And it's honestly still a little lower than I would like it to be in the rear. I'd like it to come up just a little bit more and get a better overall spring rate. So if you guys will, I'd really like it if you would like, comment, share, let me know anything that you'd like to see me do differently or what you'd like to see me do next. Just know that one of the next videos that's going to be up is going to be us going through the suspension stuff one more time, greasing and lubing everything, because I couldn't do that while I was out of town, although I did get it on before I left. But we're also going to take the car to the track, go make some hits at the last DER event of the year. So it's a Friday night test and tune. The only problem is the last one. They're usually really, really packed. So we'll see how the car does there, and then we'll see what the tables hold there in the future. So thank you guys, and like always, make better choices, and we'll catch you next time.